Okay. Hi there. I'm Ingrid, an education master student who's also a high school math teacher, and my programming partners are Fulin and Nermit, both doing their masters in ECE. Next slide, please. So the goal of our app Ready is to help students to be successful in the math classroom. We'll use a scenario to explain how the app is used and its benefits. But first, a little bit of background. As a teacher, I know from experience and from the literature that homework is critical in the high school math classroom. Checking it is very valuable because it keeps students accountable, and this is especially important because math is applied and material builds each day. However, checking is very time consuming in a class with well over 30 students. The time is much better spent on differentiated instruction, which is required in today's classrooms, which have a wide range of abilities. So the app has a student and a teacher mode. Nermit's going to sign in as a student to show you the app from that end. And while he's signing in, I'll just go over a few things. So as a teacher, I can assign homework in the app, and the app reports to me those that haven't completed the homework. So in this way, I can follow up with them to see why it hasn't been completed, whether it's a lack of understanding or some other issue. Now, doing homework is one part of the key to success. The other is what we call formative assessment. So this is assessment that doesn't count for marks. It provides no stakes feedback to both students and teachers. So I'll turn over to Nermit to show you the student side.
Thanks, Ingrid. So I already logged in as a student, and I see that my previous assessments are locked because those are past the deadline. And there's one that I have to do, which is due at 12 today. And so let me click on that assessment, and I see there's two questions for it. So student have the option of taking a picture through their app or uploading it from their album. So in this case, let me just upload it from my album. And I've already completed this question. And as you can see, based on the answer, the final answer is 61 degrees. So I'll just input that. And I'll save that. And I also have to answer the second question, which is a multiple choice question, but I would still need to show my work here. And let me actually use my camera to take that picture. Similarly, I've also completed that question. And the answer that I get for this question is C, so I'll input that. So once I'm done my assessment, I can submit it, or I can actually view it as well. And if I want to modify it, I can also modify it before the deadline. And once that is done, sorry, this was already submitted, but once that is done, I can submit it. And now on the teacher's end, which is Ingrid, she would be able to view my result and see how I did on the assessment. So I'll pass it down to Ingrid for that.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen to show you the teacher side. So here I'm logged in as a teacher, and I can see homework and quizzes that have been assigned, and I can also see the trigonometry quiz that Nermit just completed. If I click on it and press message, I can look at the results. So I can see, these are all auto-graded. Now, if I want to see Nermit's solutions, because I can see that he got a mark of 50, I can actually click on them, and I can see that he got the answer wrong, but I can more importantly look at his solution to see where the lack of understanding is, and then we can troubleshoot. I can, offer him some extra help so we can sort this out before a high stakes evaluation. So the other thing that the app allows me to do is to have quick and efficient communication with parents. Studies show that parent involvement is strongly correlated with student success. So in this way, I can let Nermit's parents know about his results so they can help with intervention if this is needed. So if I click on send text, a standard message comes up. I can include the score or not, but this is fully customizable. So there's a saying in education that the teacher knows their student best. If this was a one-off for Nermit, I might opt not to contact his parent, but if this is a chronic issue, then I might reach out to their parent. I can type in a message. I can customize it, as I said. Whoops, I'm having some trouble here. And I can, whoops, I'm having a lot of trouble typing here. And I can send this along. So I'll send this along to Nermit's parent, which is Irene. Irene, can you confirm that you received the message?
Yeah. It's hard to see, but
Okay,
yeah, I
well,
received the message.
okay, wonderful. So the last thing I'll close up with the demo is we showed you the student end in terms of assessment. I'll quickly show you how a teacher can create an assessment. So perhaps I create an assessment, a homework assessment for tomorrow. I'll just put in the date as April 14th, which is today, a homework assessment. I can select the date that it's due, which will be tomorrow, the 15th, and I can select the time. And now I can add, whatever it is that I want to add. Since we were doing trig, I'll add that as the subject. I can upload or type. I'll upload an image from the camera, and I will save it. And once I'm satisfied with the questions, I can go ahead and publish it. So now the students, like Nurmit and the others, can see it from that end. So this concludes the demo portion. I'll pass off to Irene and Nurmit to conclude.
Sure. So as we already explored, our app has two modes, student and teacher, and they both communicate via our backend, which is all coded for Firebase. So we also have a registration page, which also communicates to the Firebase backend. And in terms of teacher would store information such as quiz information, questions, and final answers, and also the student results. Those were all displayed from the teacher end, and those all come up with whatever is stored in the Firebase backend. And similarly, from the student's end, we publish the results that teacher has submitted, and those results would be populated in the Firebase backend once they have submitted their answers.
Some future works, we can add features to create better learning environment, such as pairing student apps to discuss class material, providing extra learning resources for students who didn't do well on their assignments, and allowing teacher-student communication for students to ask questions. Our app can send message to parents, but there is no way for teacher to know if the parents have received the information if they didn't contact the teacher. So one extra feature that can add is message confirmation that allow teachers to know if the message is received by the parents. Some reflections. The project taught us that if we have some ideas, we can start simple and expand later. We can iteratively improve and evolve. Another point is that we can meet more frequently early on to brainstorm ideas and make collective plans. Setting some deadlines for each task is also important. We have also learned to interact with people in different backgrounds and skill sets. This project gave us a glimpse of the industry work and taught us how to better engage with each other. That's it for our presentation. Thank you.